Thank you for the generous presentation. So, Excellencies, Ambassadors, Honorable Dignitaries, the Lancet Commissioners, dedicated health professionals, distinguished guests, I feel optimistic today. Solidarity in improving the welfare of our continent is palpable in this room. I believe we are all here to share the best practices, to share the wisdom, to share the resources, and to commit to eradicating NCDs in sub-Saharan Africa, including cervical cancer, a preventable disease that will not stay in the pages of our future. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, quite simply, I'm certain that we are all here because we care, as we must, as we always shall. Esteemed guests, I'm not a doctor or medical specialist, but at least at heart and by duty, I shall always strive to be an advocate. Reportedly, cancer kills 10 million people every year, the gloomy equivalent of the population of entire nations, such as this one, or the civilian death toll of the First World War. I believe that we are all acquainted with cancer's destructive power. Beyond this room, I can only imagine how many have seen loved ones suffer at its hand. To those that have lost dear ones to cancer, may your healing and serenity come, and may they be accompanied by the long-due cure to the cruel affliction at last. Distinguished guests, upon receiving the invitation to this event, I immediately asked myself two questions. And the first one was, why me? While I'm thankful for the Lancet Commission's recognition of the African First Ladies in advocating for cervical cancer prevention, screening and treatment, I was still somewhat perplexed. The advancements Rwanda is proud of regarding our race to zero cervical cancer fatality, and we dare hope this as early as 2030, are the materializations of systems efforts. I may have been proud to lend my voice and the stage that this position has offered me to carry the torch, from conference halls to private offices, from schools to communities, and from Kigali to Stockholm. But these torches, fire was never mine to deserve, and neither was it my individual achievement. I invite my brothers and sisters on the continent in research, in medicine, in health management, in local politics, in public policy, to constantly question, to constantly reassess their powers to drive and indeed demand the change that the populations they are endowed to require. It's been so deeply motivating such a cause for hopefulness to see how nations mobilizing themselves and securing mutually beneficial partnerships built around the human responsibility to actually do good rather than talk a good game have improved the state of cervical cancer in Rwanda. And if time allows, I should wish to get into that later. But ladies and gentlemen, allow me to return to the second question that this lovely invitation provoked in me. And this question is one this much needed Lancet Commission has sought to answer with meticulous research, with an analytical identification of the gaps to fill. And yet, and for this I hope you'll forgive me. Brilliant researchers behind this body of work and the institutions that have supported them, but it did not fully dim my curiosity. Why, as this rich commission has highlighted, as our National Cancer Control Plan has enumerated, as the frameworks we have established and have shown, do we have the means, do we have seemingly have the will, and yet the sub-Saharan region of our continent is still struggling to get on track to eliminating a cancer both distinctively deadly and just as distinctively preventable. What dots are we failing to connect? Bridging the gap between political will to see positive change occur and our health system's ability to effect this change is vital. Esteemed guests, it's my sincere belief that unless we all embrace sustainability, autonomy, self-provision, continental collaboration, and every other ask of our SDGs, we'll keep counting, witnessing, suffering from death that science has long ago deemed avoidable. Whose hands will bear the blood of the preventable fatalities incurred? Who will help dry the tears of families that, as if some of the pain that scarred our continent was not heavy enough, have to bury a loved one that we held clear recommendations in this oncology commission and in some of our own research on how to save? Esteemed guest, zero cervical cancer fatality on our continent is possible, and therefore it should be expected. No delays, no excuses. Our Rwanda may not be the wealthiest financially endowed, neither are we the most accomplished in the field of sustainable medicine, and yet our story is indeed a hopeful one. As you know, the main cause of cervical cancer is HPV. Having inoculated over 90% of the girls aged 12 against HPV consistently since 2011 means that a whole generation will soon be protected from this cancer's venom through the effort of a few years of re-strategizing, readjusting the puzzle pieces present on our table, and embracing fruitful partnership. We can do this together. We must do this together. We absolutely will do this together. About 600 million women are waiting for just that. And dear Lancet, dear medical professionals, honorable dignitaries, excellencies, ambassadors, I promise to carry with me the wisdom that this event is to enrich us all with, and the conclusions and calls to action from the Lancet Oncology Commission, to the Organization of African First Ladies gathering at the Senate of the United Nations General Assembly, set to take place in New York in a few days. And I promise to join my sisters in re-energizing our advocacy, our efforts, and hopefully the approaches of our countries in eradicating cervical cancer and other NCDs. Until next time, thank you all for your work and for this kind, encouraging invitation today. I see no choice but to hope. I see no choice but to commit. Let's make this afternoon count. I thank you.